Hello and thanks for joining me for another episode of the Outback Pawn Shop in Kenshi. So in this series we are not allowed to sell to shopkeepers, we are not allowed to sell to caravans, we're not allowed to sell slaves, we're not allowed to hand in bounties. The only way that we can make money is by selling through our shop counter. And in the last episode, we started making our own first aid kits to put in there. We built a couple of wells and a water storage tank, although I did tear down one of the wells because I needed the iron plates. And we built an item furnace because I don't know if weapons and armor will actually ever sell. I've never had anybody buy them, but we can recycle them for iron ore. It's a lot quicker than trying to mine it, although our plate production is rather slow at the moment. Let's see. Now we still have a few arms and a leg, so they will sell, but not often. So it's no point filling up the shop counter with those. We'll just go and check these two buildings here. They do respawn some stuff, but there's nothing there at the moment. Alright. So I was planning on working these farms here, building a rum still, but we really need to get iron plates going. I want to expand a little bit. I do want to move all of our storage because I don't like having to do all this mucking around just to see what's going on. So I will move storage and put it on a roof. I don't know whether I'll put it on that roof or leave it where it is. Well, sorry, I won't leave it where it is. Maybe on a new building, but we need a lot more building supplies and iron plates for that. It's a bit quiet at the moment here, so I think what I might do, let's drop this stuff off. Let's watch that sand skipper there. I don't know if we can handle him. Let's have a go. Let's run inside. No. Okay. We should be able to make it out of this though, since we did a little bit of toughness training. We do have a materials trader on the way, so I might wait till they come because they might do some shopping. But might go into town. Let's get up, bandage ourselves up. Might go into Heft and acquire some goods to put in our shop counter, so that we've got a few more things that can be sold while we're getting our little settlement up and running. So now we are 53 days in, but I did spend about 2 or 3 weeks of game time combat training away from our shop. We do need some research books. I'm just going to heal up, and then we'll take a trip into town. So, we're still not super strong, but we have got a bit of toughness now. Our melee attack's up to 16. So we're not doing too bad. We usually get a fairly high amount of traffic around here. Who's this guy? Manhunter. Already recycled his gear. The nomads left a couple of their animals behind. Alright. How get our head healed up. Where is the materials trainer? Be on their way. Couple of guru there. Let me just have a look in my food storage. Let's take a few of them out of there. Pop them in the shop counter. Let's make sure we've topped up on a full med kit. Top up my bolts. We're not making splint kits just yet. Alright, we should be fine to go. Let's just get back to work until the materials trader gets here. Because we do need to be sort of within view or vicinity of our shop for people to buy stuff. Is that a caravan there? No, it's just Guru. Let me just check. Oh, here they come. Down here. Let's see what these guys have got. Alright. I want books, but also iron plates would be handy. Let's have a look here. Okay. So 2 and 3, so we need 6. I think I've got 1. So let's buy 5 books. I can afford it. Yep. And I will buy some iron plates. That's as many as I can afford, so we are broke. But at least now we should be able to might be able to speed up our iron plate production. So let's get started on... Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. I need to put the books in there. That helps. Okay. Let's get iron plates 2, iron plates 3. I must have had an extra book. Starving vagrants. You know what? They can contribute. Let's knock that guy out. Oh, they're not starving vagrants. They're slave hunters. That's okay. Their stuff will melt down just as well. Let's try not to get busted by them. Kathunk. Let's take all this stuff. Kathunk. Oops. They didn't see me, but they did pick up their fallen comrade. Kathunk. Kathunk. Alright, already looted that one. And where'd that other guy go? I think one got away. Alright, that's fine. This stuff can all go in here. And there's some easy iron ore for us. Yeah, the item furnace, much like the crossbow locker, will also get rid of stolen tags. Keep that in mind. Okay. So this first aid, put those ones in there. Pop the used one in there. All the used ones I'll put in here until they combine into a full one. Okay. Well, the materials trader didn't really stick around to do any shopping. So I think what we're going to do, let's go for a quick trip. So this is where we are. This old village that is the dust storm clears. This cactus farm here. So I was planning on building a rum still and getting this, working some of these cactus farms. But being a solo run, it's going to be a bit time consuming and I really want to get some stuff built. So we'll leave that till later. We're going to go back down to Heft and acquire some extra items that we can have in our shop to be sold. Who's this over here? Nomads. Let's unlock your shackles. First aid is Bone Dog. He's going to follow me. If he joins me, I will kick him out. Actually, you know what? Let's bring him back to the village. Maybe he'll hang around there. I don't know if he's going to go back to his caravan or whether his caravan's wiped out. He follow? He may have run off. Alright. Let's head back down to Heft. Acquire some more goods. Who's this? It's the pack beast again. Whose pack beast is that? That's the Traders Guild. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm not gonna kill the pack beast though. Don't want to destroy my reputation with the Traders Guild. So let's take this stuff back home. Let's pop in here. Alright, let's pop that in there. Clean it. We'll drop it on the ground. It no longer has the drop outside for. Okay. No longer has the stolen tag on it. What are you doing? Okay. And none of this stuff should have stolen tag on it either, but that's a pretty cool haul. One book. Alright. most of this stuff. Can go straight in here. We're not really been selling a lot of the repair kits. Electrical components will sell for sure, but I do want those. We'll put them in there. All right. Let's refresh my first aid there. I'm gonna pop that in there for now. Do need some electrical components. Let's pop that book in there. And so I do want to rearrange stuff here. I want to put storage on the roof so I don't have to keep going inside the building to see what's going on. All right. Third time lucky on the way to heft. Well, not that was an unlucky encounter. As long as we didn't get witnessed stealing that bag, then we shouldn't have got any. That's the game catching up. That's not me pausing. Yeah, it's just waiting to load. We shouldn't have copped any negative influence. But if we did kill the backpack beast, we may have. Alright, so we've still got a couple of arms and legs. There's no point having too many in the shop counter. They do sell, but not that often. That's a shop. I think, yeah, those two are shops. Alright. But these 1, 2, 3, they're residential that can be bought. But while they're up for sale, they do have people in them. Usually. We're going to hop in here. Let's check. Sometimes there's a weak guy living in there. Other times it could be somebody quite strong. Let's close that door and stealth KO this guy. Alright. Let's get some grog. Cactus rum. I believe the hacksaw will sell. Cactus rum. Tools. Straw flour, why not? Okay, he's waking up. So let's KO him again. Let's close that door. Let's have a look in this barrel. We'll take that. Check that basket. I've never had these cups sell, and like 6 cats, it's not really worth it's not really worth the inventory space that it takes up. Did I check this barrel? Okay. We want the sake. Alright. Quick check upstairs. Nothing too interesting there. Grog. Alright. Let's move this into our backpack. Alright. Not encumbered. Okay. We'll run this stuff home. I could grab some more stuff. But let's keep a light load. Don't have a lot of strength just yet. And we do have a little bit of toughness from our training. These guys are probably on the way towards our little settlement. We'll just quickly have a quick look in here for our respawns. Okay, we've got fabrics, copper. Let's have a look in here. Steel bars, fuel. All right. Let's come over here. Well, they're not stolen. We'll cleanse our stuff in here. All right. Let's pop that in there. So we've got a variety of booze, some rum, grog, sake. Let's shove this stuff in here as well. That one and that one. We'll put the straw flour in as well. All right. Let's pop the fabric away. And the copper. Okay. We'll go back for another load. It's 2 more houses to loot. Actually, these guys are coming. Who are they? Oh, they're nomads. Nomads never buy anything. They never seem to be able to have money. So I'm not going to worry too much about those. We'll go get another load of stolen goods. And then we'll probably do some research. We are a little bit low on cash. Let's have a look. Alright, so I'm researching the iron plates. Let's have a look in here. Second house. Let's close that door. Let's just check this guy. He's got a 17 toughness, that guy, but we should be able to thunk him. Dried meat, tools, grog, 2 sticks. Do you want to pick up the 2 sticks? Raw meat, sake, kathunk. Why don't you want to pick up them 2 sticks? Oh, did we not get him? Thunk. Give me them 2 sticks. All right. Doesn't want to let me pick those up. Rum, bread. Let's have a look in here. I've never really found anything in those weapon cabinets in these houses. More grog. Let's make sure he stays knocked out. No witnesses. Did we check this barrel? All right, let's hop upstairs. Rum. All right. Don't know why it won't let me. Oh, I got them that time. All right, let's come into this house now. Let's just have a quick check of this dude. Yeah, we should be able to. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's close the door. The thunk. All right, what do we got in here? More rum. More rum there. Grog there. Raw meat. Fabric. Fabric. Oh, he's getting up. Thunk. Close the door. Let's check this barrel. Fabric. Did I check that barrel? Take a saw. Saws don't really sell that often, but I believe they do sell. Alright. Let's check these barrels. Now. Alright. Let's do a bit of rearranging. Alright. We're not encumbered, so that's fine. Okay. So let's head home. Pop all this stuff in our shop counter. And then we'll keep working towards our iron plates. We haven't had any visits from the taxman for a bit. Alright, now I'm not sure if stuff will respawn straight away if we've been away. Let's have a look. No. Not yet. Alright, it's fine. Let's come back over to our furnace. The advantage of the furnace for getting rid of the stolen thing is that they will stack in there. I suppose we need to do the meat. Gonna be cooking that anyway. Okay. Let's pop all this stuff away. We could probably... Actually, let's take that. Oh, we haven't built it. Yeah, don't worry about that. We haven't built a cooking stove yet, I don't think. Alright. That'll do us. Okay, so put his job back on. It's gonna do the research first. How many iron plates do we have? Not gonna have enough straight away to build the new processor, but get a start on it. Got the iron ore, so that shouldn't be a problem. A little bit quiet around today. There's normally something going on around here. What have we got here? sand ninjas versus manhunters. Not going to involve myself, but I might go down and grab some loot maybe. Okay, that's a sand ninja on the ground. Let's come down here. Oops. Okay. He caught me, he was getting up. Let's come back home. See if he'll chase me. We might have a chance against him solo. Alright. Okay. So I've never sold any of that sort of stuff. Refitted blade. That can go in here. Now actually, let's hop in here for a sec. So when I put down this storage, I left the camp bed there and the storage is on top of it. Let's turn off your job so you stop running away. Let's pick that sleeping bag up. And maybe we could sell it. It would sell. But maybe we'll put it down out here. And let's try a self KO on this guy. Okay, we'll take that. Contribution to our iron. Alright. Still fighting. Where were they? Alright, I'm not sure, but we'll put our jobs back on. Actually, what I'll do, let me see. Let's patch this guy up. And we'll put him on there. Alright. Maybe they'll leave me alone. Maybe they'll bite me again. He's just going to run away. Yep. Alright. So I'll get this research done and we'll start building a better iron refinery. We might need more power as well. How much copper do we have? 4. How much copper do we need for another wind generator? We need 5. So not quite enough. We could mine a little bit. Not there. Over here, we could mine a copper there. Because we're probably going to need the extra power. But we'll get this done. Have a look in here. So we're pretty well stocked in here now. All of this stuff will sell to the right person that comes along. Some of it may take longer than others to sell. So when we get some caravans come along, should be fine. But I do want to rearrange all this. I want to take all that storage and I want to put it on a roof, not necessarily this roof. Maybe I could put it on this roof. But we're going to need, like, I think it's 22 iron plates just to build that. But that is going to make our iron plate production a lot better. Alright, but I think we're probably going to need the power first. And that's going to take 8 iron plates by itself. But let's pop that up there. So we've got a couple of iron plates. So we're going to need to, still going to need to produce a few more. I mean, we could go for another trek to back to the South Stone camp. But, you know, while we're away from home, we're not getting anybody sell stuff or buy stuff from our thing. Yeah, which one of you is the lone one? Let's have a go at one of these guys. Yeah, pulled him away. No, he did bring the rest of them. Okay, let's hop in here. They should go away. Let's try that one. No, knocked us out. That's fine. Let's get up. All right, back to work. A little bit of combat experience where we can get it. All right, and he's gone to start making first aid kits. I'm going to manually send him over to mine 1 copper. I need engineering in front of hauling, otherwise we would never use the stuff that we have in storage. All right, we just want 1. That'll be enough. Let's watch that sand skipper there. Where'd it go? So I don't know if the wind ever stops here. These wind generators always seem to be at max efficiency that I've noticed so far. What's going on here? Who are you? Sand ninjas. We'll let them fight it out. Okay. Let's go loot this guy. High grade pants. I will take those and you can have the other ones. This one. Let's take that. Let's first aid these guys. Alright. Let's put swords in there. Okay. Let's turn your job off. for a minute. Send you in here. Let's put that partially used one in there. These ones can go in here. Let's just launder the pants. That way the Sand Ninja won't recognise that it's stolen off them. Alright, see if we can loot this guy. Take that. I think I do have a spare high grade one of them in case I lose my dust coat. But I'll take that one just in case. So, because I'm a hiver, if I get taken as a slave, don't wear shoes, the slavers will take off my armor and shackle my body. That's a high grade as well. Alright, but I don't need too many, just one spare will do. Alright. Okay, now these guys are after me. Let's pop those in there. Let's actually just check. Both refitted, that's fine. Alright. Let him get beat up. Let's just stealth KO this guy. See, he's playing dead. Alright. Alright then, in that case, let's heal up his friends while he's watching. Haven't looted this one, but if I do while he's awake, he'll possibly aggro me. Alright, back to work. Okay, so that is now up and running. So let's see. Now that's a standard grade in there. So, alright, keep a high grade. We don't want that one. That's my thief arm. I suppose I don't need all these. I'll pop that in there. I'll keep using the shoddy one for the time being. Let's just launder these. Launder that. Pop that in there. They've combined so we can take a full one out. Pop those in there. I'm not using that many bolts. So maybe let's put a couple of those in the shop counter. Bolts do sell. And let's recycle these swords. 1.5. Get a straight one. Put the other one in there and do that one later. Okay, so now we have 9 plates. This guy. let's move you out the way. Go on the bed, I suppose. Okay, I looted that one. Alright, let's loot this one. Let's first aid him. Recycle that. You can recycle bolts as well. Okay. That in there. Pop those in there. Alright, now actually, you can have that. Alright. So, let's get going on our iron plates. Our iron refinery 2. Pop it up here on the hill next to the other one. I suppose there will do. Let's pop your jobs back on. And we're not quite going to have enough to build that just yet. He get KO'd. Let's first aid him. Splint his injuries. What's going on over here? Who are these guys? Manhunters. More sand ninjas. I'll leave them to their own devices. And here come some shoppers. Who are these guys? Mercenaries. Well, they might buy something. Usually they can't afford it, but occasionally they might buy alcohol, medical supplies, food. Not all the time though. But at least we do have a variety of booze now. Plenty of grog, rum, sake, a lot of food, a lot of medical supplies in there. That should keep us in stock for a few days while we get this up and running. Let's turn off the medical bed for the moment. We've got enough medical supplies in there. Not medical beds. Somebody just bought something. Who is that? Tech hunter. He might have bought one of our... they buy gears. He might have bought one of the repair kits. Not sure. Alright, so we still need quite a few. Starving vagrants. Kathunk. Loot. Let's take a job off for a sec. Thank you very much for your contribution. And pop that in there. Kathunk. Kathunk. No, not first aid. Oh, he's still... Alright, we're in the fight now, but that's good. Should be able to handle these guys. Where am I? Okay, I'm fighting this guy. Okay. You don't got nothing. Pop those in there. Okay, he's already looted. Take that. Alright. I'm not going to heal the mercenaries. They can look after themselves. If I don't heal them, then maybe they will buy medical supplies. Let's come and KO this guy. That's a sand ninja. That's the one we already looted before. Alright. Chuck that in there. Already amassed quite a bit more iron ore. Who are these guys? Still mercenaries. Okay, these guys are still duking it out. Who are these guys? Nomads. They can never afford anything. But somebody bought something. Up to 1500. You can have your job back on. Yep, people are buying something. 12.5k. Okay. What did I have in there? It's like they bought the sake. No, they didn't. I think one of the arms might have sold. So wait, is there another caravan here? Or is it just nomads? Who bought that stuff? Mercenary? Oh, we have the Western Hive here somewhere. Alright. What do I want? I do want electrical crafting. Maybe. Medicine, splints. So I still do want a few books. So where is the guy? Still in here. Yep. He's buying stuff. And he's out of cash. Why will you... because he's already buying stuff. He won't trade to me. Alright. But he bought a bunch of stuff. Okay. You only have one book. I will buy his iron plates just to speed up things. I'm going to buy building materials too. I think I'm going to buy a couple of these as well. Pretty sure I've got one. Yep. But I want 5 for my skeleton repair bed. Let's hop in here. Pop that in the corner. We'll get the iron plate production up and running first though. These guys are going at it. It's just the starving vagrants. Okay. Okay, how about you pop those away? You mean it's out of resource? Okay. And we'll have a quick look over here. Check our respawns. We've got steel bars, spring steel, gears. Check this one. Armor plating. More gears. And that spot didn't respawn. Alright. So let's come back over here. That can all go in there. Pop the job back on. Alright. So we still need a few more iron plates. Bit of a busy place here at the moment. I probably will get biofuel, mainly just for the fuel storage. Because it does spawn in there. Not that I really need to store it, it just sort of helps with being able to auto haul it from there when it spawns. Somebody's buying stuff. Who was that? Caravan drone. Did they buy some food? Oh, the armor plates that I just put in there. They just went. So, yep. And is this another caravan? Or is this the same one? Let's trade. I think that might be the same one. Let's have a look. Or is that a scheduled visit? Nope. I don't know if the taxman will ever be back. Alright, we're getting this done. So, not a lot. Not a lot of progress today. A little bit. But not that much. We do have slavers in here picking people up. So, a lot of these sand ninjas will have pretty decent bounties on them. But we're not allowed to hand in bounties in this run. Now we got the Traders Guild. Okay. These guys never have money though. But now he's got some money. So I don't know if he'll buy something with that money or not. Typically Traders Guild guys never seem to be able to afford anything. Let's see. So I think I do want electrical crafting. All right. Maybe I want hemp farming. That guy's not doing too well. He's lost a leg. Aside from the fact that he's dead. Always blood and guts outside my shop. And now we've got the place to ourselves again. Who are these guys? More starving vagrants. We can go get some more recyclables from these guys. You're already missing your weapon. Let's take that. Kathunk. This will save us from mining a lot of iron. Thunk. Kathunk. It's not out yet. Thunk. You look like you don't have a weapon. But you can have a kathunk anyway. No. Kathunk. Alright. It's all good resources. Let's come shove this in the furnace. Melt that down. Another 33 iron ore already. Which job's back on? Let's see. Let's pop that up there for the moment and get this iron going though. We're going a little slow because we are encumbered with all this ore. So that's fine. That will give us some strength. I could put it away, but while we're running around, we may as well start getting a bit of strength. Who's this guy? A tech hunter. Gonna buy some stuff. Yep. 655. Oh, he just bought a bottle of rum. So, rum has been selling. So, there we go. That is probably going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.